question 52 and 53 are linked data question from part test 1 from topic of mechanics of material. Now in this question, this haunting structure is given, but analysis is as simple as structure is dangerous. So here we have 10 mm steel plates. This is also 10 mm steel plate, and it is having dimension of 150 mm, and for this steel plate its moment of inertia is given as 10 raised to 4 by 6 mm4, and ES is given as 200 kilonewton per mm square. This copper bar is having the depth of 300 mm, thickness is just 5 mm, and properties of copper bar are EC as 105 kilonewton per mm square, and alpha C is 18 into 10 to the power minus 6 per degree Celsius. Delta T is given as 100 degrees Celsius. But free expansion of copper bar is restrained by these steel plates. That is, if these steel plates are restraining the free expansion of this copper bar. For example, if temperature is increasing, that means this copper bar will try to elongate. If it is trying to elongate, these two steel plates will be exerting the reactions as shown by arrow mark, or a concentrated load of W is acting at the center of these two steel plates, and this W will be causing some central deflection of these two steel plates. So like this. So our first task is to find out that what is the value of the W, which will in turn be a compressive force in this copper member. So in question number 52 it is asked that what is the value of compressive force C in copper member. Now central deflection of a simply supported beam, as we know, is given by WLQ by 48 EI under the influence of concentrated load. Now we don't know W, because this W is the equal to compressive force which is acting in this copper bar. So let us say this is W. Length A we know is 150 cube, 48 E is given as 200, I is given as 10 raised to power 4 upon 6. So delta C comes out to be 0.211 W mm. Every dimension we will be going in mm. So delta C is now known. That is, sorry, delta S is known, that is deflection in steel plate. This is for one steel plate. Now net deflection in copper bar will be, if free expansion is allowed to take place, it will be EC into alpha into delta T minus 2W. So if EC is given as 105, it's not EC, it's LC into alpha delta T. LC is given as 300, alpha is given as 18 into 10 to the power minus 6, delta T is 100 minus twice of delta C, that is twice of 211. It comes out to be 0.422 W. So this will be delta C. Now we know that this will be the strain setup in copper bar will be, strain in copper bar will be delta L upon L. Delta L came out to be, from previous expression, this is delta L. So upon simplification it comes out to be 0.54 minus 0.422 into W. So stress upon strain is EC. Stress is W by cross sectional area A, and strain is delta L upon L, that is 0.54 minus 0.422 into W it upon original length, and it should be equal to EC, which is given as 105 kilonewton per mm square. So after substituting everything, since A is known, because we know that it is a 5 mm thick copper bar, so W come out to be 18.9 minus 14.37 W, so which W comes out to be 18.9 upon 15.77, that is 1.1984 kilonewton, which is 1198.4 kilonewton. So it is the correct answer.